2023 was a great year, and I anticipate 2024 being a remarkable year. This last month or so has been quite eye-opening for me. I turned 75. I had just had a hernia operation. A week after that, I had food poisoning that's really put me down. It was devastating and has left me exhausted. One of the things that happened was from surgery, anesthesia can actually cause a loss of smell and taste. Well, that happened right after my hernia surgery, and I have hardly been able to eat simply because everything tastes terrible. All my favorite foods, in fact, I haven't been able to eat. Even junk food, which I really like. But I wanted to make this video because I want things to change, and my intention is to create the habits that will bring about that change. One of the things that I'm thinking about deeply is, why am I doing YouTube? It's been over 4 years, over 250 videos I've put up, not quite 500 subscribers. And I wondered, who am I making these videos for? And I realized a lot of it's just for me. I was in the film business, either in front of the camera or behind the camera, for over 20 years. And I love that whole episode of my life. I love working on editing, I love shooting, I love putting in sound. One of the things that I have not done, and I have thought about it for the last couple of years, was scripting, or at least making bullet points of what the story is that I want to tell. Because otherwise I come home with all of this footage, and my wife shoots a lot too. And I come home and I look at it and I think, wow, great, what's the story? Now, if it's just a little travel log, well, that's fine, but there's people out there that shoot the same scenery and same situations, same amazing places, to say, hey Peter, that was great, you did a great job, wonderful, let's have more, and all that kind of stuff, which is important because I want whatever audience I have and community that hopefully gets built to be able to really enjoy and share in what I'm sharing. But the point is, I'm making it so that you'll validate me. Bottom line is, that's a lot of it. Now, I love, like I said, shooting and filming and editing and music and all that kind of stuff. I think it's just incredibly creative. And because I was in the film industry so long, a lot of it comes second nature. But I was never an editor. I sat with editors, but I relied on them to tell the story. And we had a script from the director and the client, because I did mostly commercial work. And now it's all up to me. And I went from iMovie, DaVinci Resolve, which is, wow, it's a staggering program to learn. I'm not kidding. It's so intimidating, but there's so much good information and teaching on YouTube, and I follow certain people who are educating in DaVinci Resolve, including Skillshare, that's making it easier. But I'm not an easy learner. I've known that for a while. But the most important thing is that I've done a disservice to you, the community, in the fact that I'm not thinking ahead of what would be useful for you. What would you enjoy? What would you find entertaining or educational or inspiring? That's the word that really comes to mind. What can I share that would inspire you in some way to go out and live your life in ways you may not have thought of, or maybe you haven't started yet that you wanted to? Just like I'm doing this whole introspection so that I can actually produce something that I feel has value beyond just a travel log. Now, that's all well and good, and I love doing it because I love to travel. I traveled most of my life extensively in this country, North America, across Europe, and in many countries of the world. But I haven't told those stories. I haven't given you the insights that I've gleaned. Maybe they'll be useful to you, maybe not. Maybe some will, some won't. But the point is, I'm not giving you what's really inside of me in terms of my experience, my insights, my support of you following your dreams. And so I wanted to take this moment at the beginning of the year, and trust me, I've given up making any kind of New Year's resolutions. That was something that never worked for me, although I've tried it year after year for a long time. And I said, every day is a new year. Why am I picking this one day, which typically I just fail at? Every day is a new year to do something a little different. I've always looked for monumental changes and success, because that's how my life has been lived a lot of the time. A lot of the times it wasn't. It was devastating, depressing, and I struggled. I mean, really, really struggled. But in all of that, what can I share with you that you might find useful? Now, I can't say what's going to be useful to you. Some things maybe, some things maybe not. But what matters is that I feel that I'm in integrity with myself and taking the risk of saying, this is who I am, this is what I have to share, and I hope you will share back your stories, your comments, because that motivates me, inspires me, but I want to stop looking for your feedback to validate. That's something that has driven me crazy for the last couple of years and has prevented me from doing a lot of things because I want to be okay in your eyes. And part of that is if you tell me I'm okay, maybe that will mean my dad will tell me that I'm okay. Now he's been dead, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years. It ain't gonna ever happen. Never happened when I was alive. Ain't gonna happen now that he's passed. And so I'm just really, owning that. It's really uncomfortable to actually share that with you because of my fear of what you'll think about me. But if I don't do this, then my life is not gonna change. I'm not gonna be the creator that I dream of being because I won't be willing to take a risk based on what you might think of me. So I'm working on that, and that's my focus for this year. That everything I do, I become more aware of those little voices that say, oh, I'm looking for your validation. And instead saying, have I validated myself before doing anything? So that when I go out, even though I may feel insecure, I may feel incompetent, I may feel that I'm not a good enough storyteller or videographer or photographer, whatever it might be, I can still go out and do something regardless of that, but being aware of that so it doesn't prevent me from sharing what I hope will impact the community. Even if it's just one person, even if it's just me willing to take a risk and using that to inspire somebody else. Now, I still want to do the travel logs and all that stuff, but I want there to be a reason that I'm doing them besides just putting up pretty pictures. Because there's a lot of people that film the same areas, the same experiences, the same locations, who do it so much better. So while I'll still do them, I want there to be more to the story than just a location. That's important, but it doesn't get to the core of who I believe I am. And I want to be willing to fail at this, and I want to be willing to succeed at this. All my life, I've tried to prove my dad right, and he was really negative, condescending, battered all the time simply by his emotional disparagement of me. And so I've always tried to prove him right. Even at the height of one of my careers where I was one of the top in the world, he still couldn't get it right. He still couldn't say, wow, Peter, good job. You know what? I see you. It was never, I love you, I see you, I think what you're doing is amazing, I think you're amazing. So I've tried to use YouTube to get that. I don't want it from YouTube. It's got to come from me. It's got to come from inside. And that's my commitment to myself. It's also my commitment to this community for this year. That will be my focus before I put up anything. That I check in with myself and I say, have I told the story that I intended prior to going out and doing anything, any filming whatsoever? I don't have to have it all planned out, but I have to have a reason that I'm doing that particular story. So I hope you'll bear with me as I travel through this. I hope you'll travel through it with me. I do want your comments. I do want your insights. I'd love to hear your experiences because your experiences, your comments do impact me, but I'm not looking for your validation. That was never your job, although it was my expectation. So I take that off. I think this is going to be a fantastic year. I hope it's a great year for you, your best ever, and that you're following your dreams, your hopes, your visions for your life, and being true to yourself as much as you know you can be and will be. I think that's an ongoing discovery. Maybe we can discover it together. So have a great day. Enjoy this year. I'll be looking for whatever it is you have feedback from me. I hope you can look forward to what I have to share with you and you'll find something of value in that. In whatever way, educational, inspirational, just entertainment. It only matters that maybe something that I share will be of value to you. And that's a hard thing for me to say because I've been very self-centered in my life, and I still am. But this gives me an opportunity to work on those issues because they're just mine. Anyway, maybe you find this inspiring. Maybe you find it self-indulgent. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I don't know that I really care because I want to bring these things to the surface because they've controlled a lot of my life, and I'm tired. I'm tired of that. I want to find the freedom to really express myself more, even though I'm afraid to. So thanks for being with me. If you think this might be a channel that you would enjoy, consider subscribing. I think that would be wonderful. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I put up another video. If you're already subscribed and you've been watching my videos, thanks for hanging with me. It really means a lot. Anyway, until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.